the kick is rather short and will be fielded on the run at the 15-yard line by Capital's Jesse Ost. Ost over the 20 to the 25, slips out of a tackle near the 29, and he's pushed out of bounds there. So that's where 3 games in 8 days for one football, or actually 9 days for one of these football teams, and that is a lot of football. To the line of scrimmage comes Capital. Mark Morris will again go with the 6-man defensive front. Handoff up the middle. That's the running back, Charles Kentfield. Kentfield to the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard, and he's dropped there. I'm looking to see if Anthony Griffin is out on the field. Field leaves the Cougars a 2nd down and 1 yard to go. Receivers both ways, single setback. Tinnerset wants to throw. Quick throw caught by Isaacson over the 40 to the 45, and he's tackled at the 46-yard line. Quick teams that run the wing T. Ball on the left, hash mark, running room to the right. Tinnerset comes to the line of scrimmage. Handoff, second back through that. Kentfield is hit at the line of scrimmage. Anton Marthaler hits Kentfield at the yardage up.
A lot of pressure on his shoulders tonight with Griffin not playing.
Not playing right now. We'll see if he can come in later. Signals called, handoff to the running back. That's Gibson. Gibson trying to go wide. He's up to the 48. He's pushed out of bounds at the 49. A short gain on the play as the ball was given to ball on the left, hash mark, running room to the right, 2 receivers to the right, a single receiver to the left. Tinnerset calls signals the Monarchs 6-man defensive front. Tinnerset rolling right, throws. He's got a man open. It's caught at the 45. First down by Fratty. Fratty inside the 40 down to the 37, and he's tackled at the 36-yard line. Drive of the ball game for Capital. Tim Isaacson goes wide to the left, the wing left is Gibson. In motion, the handoff to Isaacson. No, that's not Isaacson. There's a new man in. Taking it inside the 30 and tackled there is Cody Lee, rather. And Lee is wrapped up and dropped actually back at the goes wide to the right. Wing left is Lee. The backs are split. Mark Morris, 5-man defensive front. Pitch out to the second back. Hit behind the line and dropped at the 36-yard line is Gibson as ran to shoot. Capital has a 3rd down and 10 yards to go. Back at the 36-yard line of Mark Morris. Double wing formation, handoff inside. That is Ost. Ost breaks 1 tackle at the 35 and then he drops at the 34. Ost broke a tackle at the 35. Kicking it will be Kyle Camus, a 6', 210-pound senior. He awaits at his 46-yard line, and we've got a timeout on the field call.
Work and raise a family. Being a good neighbor has always been and will continue to be a key business strategy for us. As any good neighbor, we want to be involved, a partner in maintaining our excellent quality of life. Let's continue to work together.
It's a fake punt and a wide open play for the Cougars. Is taking it inside the 15 is Ryan Riddle. Riedel was the up back as they snapped it, and it looked like a fake as they tried to 13-yard line.
Well, the Monarchs didn't expect that, and Capital capitalized on that.
I didn't expect it either. Tinnerset wants to throw, rolling left. He's pressure back towards the sideline, throws downfield. It is nearly intercepted at the goal line as it went through the hands of a receiver. He's a fluid thrower, no doubt about that. Wing to the left, receiver to the right. Backs are split in motion, goes Lee. Handoff up the middle, not a lot of room. I believe that was Kentfield. We'll see if they unstack the pile, but he was stopped at the line of scrimmage, and it was Kentfield. And he has a slot left is Jesse Ost. Single setback, Ost in motion left to right through the formation. Tinnerset calls signals, quick drop. Looks right, throws the ball, is incomplete at the 5-yard line. Pass intended for Lee. I believe it was
Answer by the Monarchs, though.
Ryan Reed will attempt a 29-yard field goal. High snap, the kick, the soccer-style kicker's got it high enough. Is it good? It is. So Capital takes the initial lead on a 30-yard field goal by Brian Reed. 6:19 to go first.
Electric furnaces, air conditioning. Our shopping center.
Reed hits the 30-yard field goal after the 23-yard fake punt. Gives the Cougars a first down at the Monarch 13, and they lead 3-0. Louis Boudreau will kick off for the Cougars. He is a Canadian who is here, and it doesn't spell like Bo and the boys used to. As Boudreau runs forward, we'll give you a spelling later. And it's taken by Burhai at the 13-yard line. Up the middle over the 20. 25, he stood up, and he will not make the 27-yard line. Ran into his own blocker, and then he was finished off by a pair of Cougars. led on the tackle by Nolan Gwynn and helped out by Ryan Riedel.
Before that, they handled the Cougars.
Kalal to the line of scrimmage, hands off to Marthaler. Marthaler up the middle over the 30 to the 34, and he's dropped there. Morris to the line of scrimmage, quick toss this time to Daniels. Daniels over the 35, knocks over a Capital player, and he gets a first down at the 38 yards. Our call. Kalal, handoff Marthaler, left side. He's over the 40, continues to run forward, and he's dropped at the 42. Short gain on the play that time for Anton Marthaler. Tamani, tight end is Andrew Marthaler. He's on the right side. Bell is a wing left. Kalal fakes, wants to throw. Rolling right, throws over the middle. The ball is caught by Bell. Breaks the tackle at the 45. Still running, and he's tackled inside of Capital territory. Wrapped up and dropped by Cody Lee, but Bell lines up.
Back in Tinnerstead.
Mark Morris to the line of scrimmage. Handoff Marthaler. Tries the right side. Not a lot there as he's wrapped up and dropped at the 41. A 2-yard gain. Ball on the right. Hash mark. Running room to the left. Receiver wide to the right. Handoff Marthaler. Tries the left side. Big hole. 35, 30. Breaks the tackle. 25, 20. Slips inside a 10. 50, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mark Morris. A weaving run by Anton Marthaler from 41 yards out.
Moves and ran into the end zone. Incredible run.
Matt Axelon to attempt the extra point. Good snap. The spot, the kick, it is up, and it is good. And with 4 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first quarter, it's Buckmore 7, Capital 3.
Giving carpet sale on now at Columbia River Carpet Lawn.
Marthaler's 7th touchdown of the year, 6th rushing touchdown, a 41-yard jump through traffic, and the Monarchs lead 7-3.
Enlivens up the crowd here at Lobby Memorial Stadium, as it should.
Axel runs forward and a low kick, fielded, now goes through a man and picked up at the 25-yard line by Capital. That is Ost. Ost over the 30, breaks a tackle, runs ahead, and he's dropped at the 33-yard line. So Capital, the line of scrimmage, will send a receiver wide to the right slot, right, wing left, a single setback. In motion goes Lee. Hand off to him. They'll do a fake. Ost has it, tries the left side. He's up to the 35, breaks a tackle, 39, and he's buried at the 39-yard line. Cut down at the 39 by Mark 10, 165-pound sophomore for Capital. 3 receivers to the left, and Tinnerstedt hands off to Kentfield. Kentfield over the 40, hit at the 42, still running, and he's finally buried at the 42. Harrington and Roy in on the tackle. A long 3rd down 1 for Capital. They'll scrimmage at the Monarch 43. Need to advance to the 44. Tinnerstedt calls signals, handoff Kentfield. Kentfield dives. A short game, but it should be enough for a first down. Undercut at the sticks by Justin LaFoe. First quarter of play, Mark Morris leading Capital by a score of 7-3.
And Kentfield, one of the star running backs. Griffin is out, and we'll see if he plays. 6 yards so far for Kentfield.
Isaacson and Lee come wide to the left for Capital. They'll put the tight end on the right, also have a wing left. Tinnerstedt calls signals, wants to throw. Backpedals, throws over the left side. The ball is intercepted! It's picked up by Tamani, down to the 35, 30, and he's tackled at the 25-yard line! Tamani with the intercept. Handoff Marthaler, up the middle, not a lot there. He dives ahead on the play at the 23-yard line. Quickly, option left side, pitch to Bell, trying to break outside, and a beautiful tackle made at the 23 by Capital. Ryan will to go in the first quarter. Mark Morris leads. They have it on the Capital 23. Kalal calls signals, wants to throw. Backpedals, throws out in the flat ball, caught by Andrew Marthaler. He's inside the 20, and he's knocked down at the 940-pound senior. Will try and knock it in from 35 yards out. Strange is the holder. Good snap, the spot, the kick. He's got it up, and it's going to be a little bit to the right, and it falls short.
Full attempt for Mark Morris. It's Capital's ball.
45 seconds remains in the first quarter of play as Capital comes to the line of scrimmage. Tinnerstedt will take it. He'll go option right side, turns upfield. He is hit at the 20, and he's dropped at the 21. Grabbed at the shoulder pad by Pat Harrington, and he spun down there, and to the left will have a wing to the right, and the backs are split. Looks at the clock. There's 10 seconds left in the quarter. Last play of the quarter, more than likely. Handoff, Ost. He'll try the right side. He's over the 23. He's hit hard at the 24 and dropped at the 25.
Guy up.
Second quarter starts as it'll be a 3rd down and 5 for Capital at their own 25-yard line. Isaacson goes wide to the left, wing to the right, and backs are split. Tinnerset wants to throw. Rolling left, has pressure. He's hit from behind, and he's dropped at the 22-yard line. Jason Daniels grabbed Tinnerset and tripped him up from behind. A 4th down and 9. Mark Morris has not put anyone back this time. The pressure's on, and they just missed it. And the kick will be not fielded by a Monarch because there's no one back there. And a Monarch is down back at the 15-yard line. That is Pat Harrington. He tried to block it, and the Monarchs have just been playing just great football. Kalal to the line of scrimmage. Quick handoff. Marthaler trying to break outside over the 45. Lowers his head. He's inside Capital territory as he's dropped at the 50-yard line. Play wide to the right. Daniels, wing right, back split. Handoff Bell. Bell hit at the line of scrimmage and will not get a lot there as he's wrapped up and dropped at the 49-yard line.
The Capital Cougars had Bell's number on that one.
They did. 3 or 4 Cougars there, led this time by Kyle Camus. Along the left hash mark, running room to the right. Wide receiver to the right, goes Harrington. Backs are split. Kalal wants to throw. Rolling right, has time, looks downfield, going long, and that ball is picked off at the 30-yard line by Lee of Capital. Up the sideline to the 40, to the 50, cuts back. He may score. 30, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Capital. Cody Lee, the interception and a return of, let's say, 70 yards, and the Cougars regain the lead with 9 minutes and 58 seconds left in the second quarter of play.
A nightmare play there for the Monarchs just when everything was going their way and back. Great defensive play there.
We're going to say 70 yards for the touchdown. I think that's where Lee got it, right about the 30, and he takes it back for a touchdown, and Capital reclaims the lead at 9-7 with the extra point to be attempted. Good snap, the spot, the kick by Reed is good, and Capital regains the lead. 9:58 remaining in the first half. It is now Capital 10, Buckmore 7.
To make it work, and a Northwest out long.
Cody Lee, a 70-yard touchdown return for the Cougars, and they have the lead now by a score of 10-7 over the Mark Forrest Monarchs. 1 turnover for each team right now, and that one goes 70 yards for the INT.
Well, something they want to have happen, Monarchs to shake it up. There's still a lot of football left.
Boudreaux runs forward and kicks it off, and it'll be fielded by Tamani at the 20. Over the 25, 35, and spun down at the 37-yard line. Cody Lee with the tackle. Spins down $1 million signing contract from the Arizona Diamondbacks.
It's always nice.
Yeah, that's the highest salary ever paid an amateur player. Pitch out to Bell. Bell trying to get outside, and he's cut down at the 36. Nice ankle tackle by Ryan O'Connor as Bell tried to outrun him, and O'Connor cuts wide to the right for the Monarchs is Hammond. Wing right is Daniels. Ball is thrown to Daniels. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, breaks 1 tackle, then he's swarmed under at the 37-yard line. He broke 1 tackle by Lee, I believe, and then he was hit by a couple other left. Wing to the right is Daniels. Backs are split. Kalal wants a pass. Drops straight back. Has time. Looking left. Now looking right. Has pressure. Throws it, and it's nearly intercepted at the 40-yard line. Now a flag is thrown at the 45-yard line. The ball was incomplete and the Cougars. Kalal will kick. He's standing at his 23. Again, scrimmaging at the 37-yard line. Good snap to Kalal. Here comes some pressure, and he gets it off, and a low line drive kick angles away. Picked up by Lee at the 22-yard line, right along the sidelines, and I believe he stepped out at the 21. Missed, a year with that shoulder injury last year, so he's doing a lot this season. Intercept to the line of scrimmage, handoff Kentfield. Tries the right side, breaks a tackle over the 25, and he's spun down at the 26. Tackle made by Houston will go wide to the right. Backs are split this time behind Tinnerstedt, has a wing to the left. That's Riedel. He goes in motion, fake, and Tinnerstedt wants to throw. Short pass, the ball is tipped by Rance, and he intercepted it! Picked up at the 20-yard line, and he's dropped there! Ranta jumps up.
Was able to grab it and bring it in.
Beautiful interception as he batted it up in the air, and he brought it down with 1 hand. First down 10. Kalal fakes, rolling right, looks downfield, throws over the middle. The ball is behind his intended receiver at the 5-yard line. Comes Hammond, He'll go wide to the left for Mark Morris. Backs are split. Kalal calls signals. Handoff to Marthaler. Marthaler tries the right side. Not a lot there as he's inside the 17 down to maybe the 16-yard line. He's stacked up there. But he is a relation to James Naismith. Third down 8 for the Monarchs. Handoff up the middle and dropped inside the 15 with Marthaler, and it'll be short of a first down.
Isn't he the guy that put the peach basket up?
He's line, let's say, so it'll be a 31-yard attempt for Axtell. He's 0 for 1 on the night. He missed a 35-yarder. Strange will be the man to hold the ball. Good snap, the spot, the kick. This one's end over end. It's long enough, and it is good. So Axtell knocks it in from 31 yards in the...
Conditioning dealer wants me to talk to you about investing. Bud Clary, 1030 Commerce,
That's a
Longview.
pretty good football game right now. 10-10 with 6:25 to go in the first half of play. The Cougars of Capital and the Monarchs of Mark Morris tied as Axtell's ready to kick off. Sets his lines, the run forward, and he gets an end-over-end kick. Pushes off back to the 12-yard line. He'll take it over the middle to the 15, to the 20. Lowers his head, he's over the 25, and he's stopped at about the 26-yard line. Phil Ranta and Lynn Davis Saturday, and the loser calls it a season. So Tinnerstadt, who's thrown 2 interceptions in the ball game, comes to the line of scrimmage. He'll hand off to Kentfield. Kentfield, a short gain as he's wrapped up and hit at the 27-yard line. Try and keep that passing a little better. Second down and 7. Tinnerstadt comes to the line of scrimmage, looks both ways, have receivers both ways, wants to pass. Looks over the left side. Isaacson's got it at the 40. He stood up, still standing there, and then he's finally brought down at the 40-yard line. Isaacson was grabbed by Burhigh on the line.
Isaacson so far perfect with receptions, 2 for 2. He's a go-to guy.
Isaacson goes wide to the left of the receiver, wide to the right. Single setback, Tinnerstadt hands off up the middle. Kentfield, big hole inside Mark Morris territory at the 50 to the 45, and he's grabbed from behind and dropped at the 44-yard line. Tackle made by Burr.
Kentfield do.
Isaacson wide to the right, backs are split. Tinnerstadt, line of scrimmage, calls signals, handoff to Kentfield. Kentfield picking his way through traffic, lowers his head, he's inside the 40, and he's tackled at the 39-yard line. And wide to the right goes off. Lee sets up as a wing left, wing right is Gibson. Long set back, Lee in motion, they'll give it to him. He'll try the right side, looking for a block. He's at the 40, towards the corner, 35, he's grabbed, and he's thrown out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Tackle made by Sean McDonald for Mark. Maybe it was his ankle that's hurting, but he's out of the ball game.
They need him back in there. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, they do. First down 10, Capital. Quick drop by Tinnerstadt. Throws over the middle, ball caught by Isaacson. Inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line, and he's sandwiched at the 15. Tamani and Burhigh, what that's been there all night.
But I tell you, he's a go-to guy, 3 for 3, and he just, hey, when you go to the air, go to Isaacson.
Tinnerstadt calls signals, handoff Kentfield. Kentfield banging his way up the middle. He's down to the 10-yard line, and he's spun down there. He was hit at the 14-yard line, but he's tied at 10. Tinnerstadt to the line of scrimmage, has Isaacson wide to the right, wing left, backs are split, he wants to throw. Looks right side, throws towards Isaacson, knocked away at the end zone by Mark Morris. McDonald got in, did a good job of sticking his hand in the way. He'll line up to the right side. McDonald guarding him again. Handoff, and open option right side. It is pitched back to the running back. That's Lee to the end zone. Touchdown, Capital. Beautiful option by the Cougars as the quarterback Tinnerstadt pitched it at the last end.
Picture-perfect option play there by Tinnerstadt.
Got a new guy in to kick the extra point now. Marked the football at the wrong place. They had it at the 5. Now they'll mark it at the 3. Looks like a new guy in to kick the extra point. Is that Alex Todak? It sure doesn't look like their normal guy, Brian Reed. They line up in a different set, and they will go for 2. Ball handed by Kentfield. Kentfield is stopped short of the goal line, and the 2-point conversion fails. So, with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half, the score is kind of a surprise. They ran for 2 there. Did not work. And now Capital leading by 6 at 16-10.
And the diva said she'd be here at this game, and she's at the station. Maybe she showed up for a little bit.
She's a hard-working woman, isn't she?
She has the kids with her, so.
The Boom Paws and Ma out tonight. Look out. Kick fielded by Tamani back at the 8-yard line. He'll take it up the middle to the 15, to the 20, has some room, 25, 30, breaks a tackle, 35, dives ahead to the 40, and he's tackled there. Tackle made by Alex Todak for the Cougars. Just a second, I was getting ready to say something. Kalal hands off the middle. That is Marthaler. Marthaler breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and he's thrown down at the 43. Wide left goes Harrington. Wing left is Bell. Kalal wants to throw. Drops straight back, looks left, throws the ball. Is picked off! Picked off at the 50 by Gregory. Gregory still running to the 45 and dives ahead to the 41-yard line. So Gregory, the interception for the Cougars, and Capital back in business with 2 minutes and 39 seconds left in the second quarter. And Capital
Quarterbacks, 2 interceptions. Kalal, shake it off, get back in there when they're on offense again, and just go to it.
intercept to the line of scrimmage. He'll hand off to Oss. Oss hit behind the line, and he's dropped there. Knifing in to make the tackle was Jason Daniels.
He's in on defense right now.
2:10 to go first half. Capital second down and 11 at the Monarch 42. Tinnerset wants to throw a quick drop. Goes over the middle. It's incomplete. And luckily for the Monarch 42. Lee, wing right. He now goes in motion. Tinnerset wants to throw. Half time, throws downfield. The ball is caught by Isaacson near the first down marker. He's rolled down there at the 31. It's going to be very close to a first down as a down. Tinnerset to the line of scrimmage. Monarch crowd below, exhorting its team to hold Capital here. Tinnerset, line of scrimmage, handoff Kentfield. Has a first down. He's cut down at the 30, but he has enough for a first down. Hard hit by Harrington of the yard line. Isaacson wide to the left, wide to the right, Lee, single setback. Tinnerset calls signals, quick drop, pump fakes, now scrambles. Half time, throws the ball, is incomplete at the 25-yard line. I believe Ranta tipped that ball down by 6. Cody Lee wide to the right, Isaacson wide to the left, a slot left, single setback. Tinnerset wants to throw, no fake, throws down long over the middle, the ball is tucked up in the air and falls incomplete at the 5-yard line. Pass intended for Oss, and it was knocked away. Left, Cody Lee wide to the right, wing left, and a single setback. Tinnerset to the line of scrimmage, wants to throw again. No fake, halftime. He's going long down the left sideline, intended for Isaacson. He's got it! Touchdown! He leaps over Burhigh and makes the catch for the 30-yard touchdown.
Incredible. I tell you, those two just hook up beautifully, Tinnerset and Isaacson.
That is the first touchdown, 30 yards.
Because Burhigh was right on him in the end zone. He made a heck of a catch. And Tinnerset just knows what he does when he steps back in that pocket. He launches it.
On to attempt the extra point is Reed. The snap, the spotty low line drive, and it is good. So with 42 seconds left in the first half, the score is now Capital 23 and Mark Morris 10.
Industrial commercial sale.
On a third down and 10, and now Capital a 13-point lead with just a few seconds remaining in the half for Mark Morris. 2 interceptions have cost them touchdowns tonight. One run back, and then the third down play caught by Isaacson. Kickoff, and it's taken by Tamani at the 10. He's over the 50. Fumbles the football. It's loose at the 25. It's loose at the 26. Capital says they have it. Let's see what happens here. He unstacked the pile, and the Monarchs come up with it. A big hit, and down at the bottom of the pile, just let the clock run out, and they will.
They'll sit on it.
Yep. Kalal kneels down with 24 on the 24-yard line, rather. That gets it through to Isaacson with 42 seconds left. Right now, a real backbreaker as the Monarchs played very well in the first half of play, and then a couple of interceptions have hurt them. Cody Lee with the touchdown interception, and then the touchdown, or the interception for a touchdown, and the touchdown pass by Isaacson with 42 seconds left. The horn is sounded and the first half is over here at Longview Memorial Stadium. At the end of the first half of play, our score, Capital 23, Mark Morris 10. And back deep for Mark Morris is Tamani and Burhigh. Boudreau will kick off again for the Cougars, and he spells it Boudrealut. And like I mentioned in the pregame show, he's a Canadian and a sidewinder as well. So he's ready to run forward, and a kind of a goofy ball kick picked up by Tamani at the 20, over the 25 to the 30, and he's grabbed and dropped at the 33. Ball comes loose, but I believe it was down at the 33. So Mark Morris will start its first possession of the second. Ball brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Will send a receiver to the right. Hand off Marthaler. Tries the left side. He struggles ahead to the 33 and maybe to the 34 when he's wrapped up and dropped there. Grabbed around the ankles by Joe. Wing to the left or wing to the right is Daniels. Quick call, handoff. Daniels will try and go to the left side. He's strung out and dropped for a loss. Tackle made by Dustin Smith for the Cougars. Needs to make now, but they're behind, and everybody knows they're going to throw the football.
Big time now.
Kalal drops back, has time, throws on the flat. Daniels has got it at the 35. He's hit there, and he's dropped. Nice recovery by Dave Isaacson, the younger brother of Tim, as he hits as he awaits back at his 30-yard line from the kick from Kalal. Kalal stands at his 20. 8 men along the defensive front for the Cougars. A good snap and not a lot of rush. And a wobbly kick fielded by Lee at the 35. Starts to the right. He's still running at the 35 towards the sideline. Bell after him. Here comes a clip to the 45 to the 50. He's inside Buck Morris territory at the 40. Has some room. Weaving through traffic. Breaks another tackle at the 25 to the 15. 10. 5. Touchdown. A great run by Cody Lee as he weaves through traffic. The clip was not called back at the 40-yard line, and well, apparently Lee steps out of bounds at the 11. Was not called. Tim Isaacson goes wide to the left for the Cougars. A wing to the right. Tinnerstedt the quarterback. Backs are split. Tinnerstedt wants to pass. Rolling to the left, has time. Looks downfield. He's chased at the 15, turns upfield. Throws now. Fakes a throw rather at the 5, and he steps out of bounds at about the 3-yard line as he's run out of bounds by Harrington. And no containment, and Tinnerstedt runs it down to the 4. Second down 3 at the Monarch 4-yard line. Signals called, handoff Kentfield. He's to the goal line, touchdown Capital! Kentfield a 4-yard run, and the Cougars now have a 19-point lead as they score with 9 minutes and 33 seconds left here in the third quarter of play and lead 29-10. So the great run by Cody Lee on the punt return sets up the Cougars at the Monarch 11-yard line, and 2 plays later, Kentfield punches it in, and it's now Capital up on top, 29-10. Reed on to attempt the extra point. A good snap, the spot, the kick, and it is good. So with 9 minutes and 33 seconds left in the third quarter, the score is Capital 30, Buck Morris 10.
Efficiency heating and air conditioning system from Entech B&B Air Conditioning and Heating. You'll not only save on energy costs as temperatures drop, for a limited time you'll get a U.S. government savings bond that'll be worth $1,000 at Maturity Center at 577-3939. Sylvan will help your child improve his or her skills. Make that call now, 577-3939. The Sylvan Learning Center in Longview, helping students be their best.
A run forward and a high kick fielded by Tamani at the 9-yard line. He'll take up the sideline to the 10, 15, hurdles a man at the 25, dropped the football at the 27. Capital says they have it. Do they? We'll find out. The officials say no, the ball was down. Tamani hurdled, and boy, I had the football for the Monarchs. Would have been lights out then. Kalal fakes, rolling to the left, has pressured, and he goes down at the 18-yard line. Kalal looked like he tried to set up, and then his feet went out from under him, and he's down at the 20-yard line. Now they're moving. They're getting things going pretty well. Kalal to the line of scrimmage, handoff up the middle. That's Marthaler. Takes a big hit at the 20, tries to run out of the tackle, and he's dropped at the 21. Broke off the original tackle, I believe, by Naismith. Morris back at its 22. Wide to the left comes Hammonds. Kalal calls signals, drops back, no fake. Pump fakes going down along the sideline, intended for Hammonds, and it falls incomplete at the 45-yard line. Coverage by Cody Lee for the Lee and Ost await the kick from Mark Morris's Kalal. They wait at their 43-yard line. Kalal waits at the 9. Low snap, got it. Here comes a little bit of a rush, and Kalal hits it off the side of his foot, and it will not make it into Capital territory as it goes out of bounds at about the Monarch 39-yard line. Either a fumble or interception, get the ball back. First down 10 for Capital at the Monarch 40. Send a receiver to the right, slot to the right. Tinnerstedt calls signals. We got a whistle, and apparently the Cougars must have moved before the bell. Small college football may remember him from his days at the University of Montana back in Missoula. Hand off to Kentfield. Kentfield hurdles one man, and he's dropped at the 43-yard line. Not a lot there as he went up the middle, and Lynn Davis got him there. But Jack Swart is in Missoula, and my grandparents are buried there. I have plenty of Anthem Uncle still alive there, though. Tinnerstedt wants to throw, drops back into the 50-yard line, has some pressure, scrambling towards the sideline, out of a tackle. Now has some room, 50, 45 towards the sideline, and run out of bounds at the 39. Nice move by Tinnerstedt as he steps out of a tackle at the 45-yard line of Capital. Who's at the Monarch 38, the clock stopped as Tinnerstedt went out of bounds with 7:08 to go, third quarter. 2 men in motion now. We're going to have flags on that. Tinnerstedt throws over the middle behind Isaacson, and it falls incomplete.
10.
Yep. Isaacson goes wide to the left. Wing right is Riedel. Riedel goes in motion. Tinnerstedt wants to throw. Rolling to the left, has time. Steps up, throws the ball. Is intercepted! Picked off by Kamani at the 35, 40, and he's dropped at the 42. Isaacson had the football, and it went up. Third turnover of the night for Capital. Corral to the line of scrimmage. Chased from behind, and he's sacked. He faked inside, started to roll left, and he's run down from behind by James Scoville. Right to the right. Deson Jackson, wing right. Backs are split. Corral wants to throw. Straight back, has time, throws out in the flat. Harrington turns, and it's past him. Harrington a little late on the break as he turned 14. Monarchs need a big play here. Going wide to the right is Roy. Wing right again, Deson Jackson. Hand off to Bell. Bell wants to throw. Throws downfield, intended for Roy, and it's intercepted by Capital. He threw it up for grabs, and Cody Lee makes the interception. Lee, his second interception of the ball game. That comes with 5 minutes and 56 seconds left. 37-yard line is where Capital will scrimmage, leading 30-10. Tinnerstedt, the quarterback, pitches out to Ost. Ost trying to get around the corner right side. He's to the 40, lowers his head. He's up to the 41 and dropped at the 42. Lynn Davis, Ranta, and Harrington in on the play for the Monarchs after a 3-yard gain on the play for Capital, and we've got wing to the right will be Lee, and Kentfield once again is the lone setback. Tinnerstedt comes to the line of scrimmage, puts Lee in motion, drops back the throw, rolling to the left, goes on the run. The ball is dropped at the 45-yard line. Charles Gibson, the foul. Receivers both ways, a wing to the left and a single setback. Tinnerstedt to the line of scrimmage, calls signals, quick drop, looks over the middle, and he's going long, intended for Isaacson. The ball is up in the air, and it's caught by Isaacson at the 25-yard line. He again outleaps Verhey, and he takes it down at the Monarch 25-yard line. So the ball completed comes out of the football games. I think he lost sight of the football, and Isaacson makes the catch. Handoff Kentfield. Kentfield hit at the line of scrimmage and dives ahead for a short gain. And apparently he will call signal. So Tinnerstedt has come out of the ball game. Option right side. Toriak pitches back to Lee. Lee trying to get to the corner, and he's grabbed and shoved out of bounds at the 23. Grabbed around the shoulder pads by Mark McCapital on top. Isaacson goes wide to left, wing right is Lee. He goes in motion, fake, and Tinnerstedt wants to throw. Throws out in the flat, and a low diving catch made by Gibson inside the 20 at the 19. Gibson and 6 for the Cougars, and they'll go for it at the Monarch 19-yard line. Tinnerstedt to the line of scrimmage, quick drop, throws out, the ball is caught inside the 15, breaking a tackle is Lee. Lee's got a first down as he's spun down at the 9-yard line. Lee just slants inside, makes a catch, breaks it, and they've been able to capitalize on it. Tinnerstedt to the line of scrimmage has 2 men in the backfield, puts Lee in motion, handoff Gibson, tries the right side, cuts back, not a lot there, as he's dropped at the 8-yard line. Lynn Davis around there to make the tackle, also in on the play for Mark Moore. Wide to the left goes Isaacson, wing right is Lee. Tinnerstedt calls signals, handoff to Gibson. Gibson tries the right side, he's inside the 5, and he's belted at the 4. Started right, cut back in left, and took a big hit from Elliott Smith. Third quarter of play.
See if they can hold him.
Tinnerstedt to the line of scrimmage, now a full house backfield by the Cougars. Handoff Kentfield. Kentfield to the goal line, touchdown Capital! Kentfield's second touchdown of the ball game, his 16th of the year. Another 4-yard run for Kentfield, and the Cougars have blown the game open here.
Well, that answers Mike.
36-10 with 1:50 to go in the third quarter of play. Reed on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Tinnerstedt. Good snap. The spot, the kick, that's high, and it is good. So Reed adds the extra point, and with just
As Bud Clary's 1990
yard line. A minute 50 remaining in the third quarter, and Capital on top now. 37-10. The run forward by Russell, and end over end kick taken by Tamani at the 10. He's up to the 15 to the 20. 25 hit at the 27, and he's dropped there. Hit hard by Capital's Dave Isaacson. Isaacson's done a pass one, but Tamani unable to break free, and the Monarchs have it first down 10. Handoff Deso Jackson. Tries the left side. He crosses the 30, and it'll be stacked up at the 31. Down at the bottom of the pile for Cap Classen here when the fourth quarter starts. Foul to the line of scrimmage, hand off Bell. Bell tries the right side, lowers his head as he crosses the 32, and he's stacked up at the 33. Hit in the midsection that time by a couple of Cougars. Down at the bottom of the pile was James Stovall, 3-yard line. Hammonds to the right again. Jackson wing to the right. Call signals. Takes inside, gives the Bell. Bell wants to throw on an option, and the ball is tipped and incomplete at the 38. Through the hands of the Capital player, Gregory. Dropping back for the Cougars, Lee and Riedel. Now Mark Morris did not have enough players on the field, and they're going to have to take a timeout. Mark Morris will be in with Fort and Bay and teams like that. Maybe Kelso. I understand Kelso might be over the limit now. Might have to go up to 4A. So be a new look next year.
Really?
Yep. Corral will punt it in a high spiral. Fair catch signaled by Cody Lee, and he makes it at the 26-yard line.
No more AAA for this year.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. A new school out of Columbia River called Skyview will be in this league next year. River will be moving down. As the Cougars have the football, they give it to a new man. That is Matt Tagman. Tagman, a sophomore, 5'8", 180 pounds up the middle. Not a lot there. I know. And the new AA South League proposed right now would be R.A. Long, Castle Rock, Woodland, Richfield, and Stevenson.
You've been doing your homework, Vern.
Yes, I have. Kodak wants to throw. The ball is caught at the 40-yard line. Breaking a tackle is Gwynn. Gwynn inside Mark Morris territory and ridden down at the 47. Kodak throws it at the 31-yard line. Gwynn makes a catch, takes it inside Mark Morris territory to the 47. And Wayne Sortune doing the smart thing. He's putting in the kids who don't play a lot because now Capital's got to play a game on Saturday. Hand off to Dave Isaacson. Isaacson inside the Monarch 35-yard line to the 30. Kodak, the signal caller, has O'Connor. Wing to the left, backs are split. Hand off to the second back through. That is Isaacson. Isaacson inside the 30. He's hit at the 25, and he's spun down at the 24-yard line. Tackle made by the Monarchs, so it's second down and 1. Kodak to the line of scrimmage, call signals. Hand off to the second back through. That is Tagman. Tagman tries the right side. He's inside the 20-yard line down to the 19. 37 to go, and the ball's a receiver to the left and a wing to the right. Backs are split. Fakes. Kodak wants the pass. Rolling left, has time, throws downfield. The ball is incomplete at the 8-yard line. Pass intended for Gwynn. Again, wide to the left goes Mondo for the Cougars. Kodak. Hand off to Isaacson. Tries the right side, picking his way through traffic. He looks like he's about to the 17-yard line, then he's buried there. Need to get the ball to the Monarch 9-yard line for a first down. Receiver to the left, wing to the right. Kodak hands off to the running back who fumbles the ball, Isaacson, and he falls on it back at the 21-yard line. Isaacson lined up and tried to go. It'll be about a 37-yarder. Yep, they'll place the football. Well, actually, they'll place the football at the 28. So say a 38-yard attempt for Reed. Out of the hole to Tinnerstadt. Good snap. The spot, the kick. It's end over end, and it hooks to the left and just misses. So Reed had enough distance on it and just missed it from in the backfield. Palau calls signals. Handoff. Nope. He's going to roll right. He's sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Shooting the gap for the Cougars was James Scoville, and he trips up. Jason Daniels getting congratulations from Kurt Gray. He's had a good season, but the year is going to end tonight. Hand off to the running back for Mark Morris. That's Anton Marthaler, trying to pick his way through traffic. Gets up to the 9.
Look, you played hard. You gave what you got.
Yep. 3rd down and 10 for the Monarchs at the 20. Hand off Marthaler. Marthaler up the middle to the 23, the 24, and he's dropped there. Grabbed by a couple of Cougars. In on the play was Nick Gaudette. Will kick the football away. Is dropping back deep is Mondo for the Cougars, along with Dave Isaacson. They await at their own 45-yard line. Good snap, and it's a fake. Kalau wants to throw up the sideline. Marthaler can't bring it in at the 35-yard line. Pass overthrown at the 35, and it falls incomplete. 9 seconds left in the contest. Todak to the line of scrimmage. Hand off to the running back with a big hole is Tagman. Tagman inside the 20, down to the 15, down to the 14-yard line, and he stopped there. Scrimmage, receiver to the left, wing to the right, call signals. He'll roll to the right. Looks and hit at the 15-yard line. Tries to give it to Isaacson, and Isaacson is wrestled down at the 14. Todak was grabbed by a Monarch, and then he tried to hand the football off to Isaacson. Isaacson, a Monarch, 14-yard line. Todak, line of scrimmage, call signal. Man in motion, he'll give it to him. That is O'Connor trying the left side, turns upfield. He's inside the 10, he's spun down, fumbled the ball, it's loose at the 3, and Mark Morris might have it. Yes, they do. Fumbled the ball, and it's picked up by the Monarchs.
By all means, did not want Capital to score another touchdown.
No, they didn't. 4th turnover of the night, second fumble recovery second fumble of the night, for Capital. Handoff given to Marthaler. Marthaler, a short gain as he crosses a 5 up to the 6. So Marthaler continuing to pound the football away as he's trying to get up to 1,000 yards on the season. He's 140 yards on the night for a 1,000-yard season. I don't think he'll get it. Ball given to the running back for the Monarchs. Didn't see who it was given to as he was buried. Ball given to RJ in the ball game for Mark Morris. Backs are split. Strange will hand off, and that ball's given to Daniels. Daniels runs over a man as he crosses the 15 up to the 19-yard line. Jason, and Daniels will get some water. Hand off to the running back for Mark Morris. That's Verhey. He slips as he tries to cut upfield, and he stopped at the 18. For Mark Morris is Jeff Roy. Backs are split. Strange gives it to the first back. That is Clark. Clark hit at the line of scrimmage, and he stopped there. Stood up by Nolan Gwynn for Capital, and a yard gain at the most for Mark is Justin Little. Backs are split. And the ball given to McDonald. Sean McDonald tries the left side, maybe to the 20, and he's tackled there. Marthaler, the up back for Mark Morris. Daniels lines up as a wing to the right. Kalau, good snap, has it at the 5. Here comes the rush, and another high end-over-end kick. Hits at the 50-yard line, takes a Capital bounce, and it's down by the Monarchs at their own 49-yard line. So a 29-yard kick, there it is. Taberly, a 5'7", 130-pound sophomore, comes in and hands off to Isaacson. Isaacson tries the right side inside the 45. He's at the 40, still running, breaks a tackle. 35, 30, he will score. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Capital. Dave Isaacson, a 50-yard touchdown run, and the Cougars now lead by a score of 43-10.
Who's that guy?
Isaacson.
You didn't hear much from Dave Isaacson in the first half. In the second half, it's all Isaacson on the ground.
Because he was a second teamer.
So far, 79 yards, and that one, a 50-yard run.
Yep. Reed on to attempt the extra point. A low snap. The spot, the kick, it's high, it's end over end, and it is good. So Reed adds the point after touchdown, and with 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in the ballgame, and his roommate is the name of Brian Bastions, and Brian Bastions is the son of the head baseball coach at Enumclaw, Chuck Bastions. And why am I doing this? Because my wife and 2 daughters were born in Enumclaw.
You have to always throw in
I have to do that for Gary Prather.
Well, we were talking about if Mark Morris did win this game and played in Seattle. If they did, I was saying, hey, Vern, you're driving this time. He said, well, I can just go to Enumclaw and you can catch a bus home.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Nice guy.
The ball's fumbled by Verhey, now picks it up at the 25. Up the sidelines, got some room. 35, he's pushed out of bounds at the 39. There's a flag on the Pelé. The Pelé, not
on the Pelé.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Handoff up the middle. That's That's Verhey trying to get outside to the 25, towards the sidelines. 30, stops, 33, and he goes out of bounds over the 35-yard line. So first down 10, Mark Morris at their own 36. Strange to the line of scrimmage, call signals, fumbled the football, it's loose, and I believe Capitals got it. Loose at the 34, nope, Mark Morris comes up with it.
Strange fell back on the football.
I don't think tonight. The ball game, it's second down 11. Yep, second down 11 at the 35. Handoff to Bennett. Bennett at the line of scrimmage, running laterally at the 34, and he's tackled there. Panthers, the Cougars in on the play. To the right comes Little, wing to the left. Strange call signals, fakes, rolling to the right. Wants the pass, looks downfield, throws it, intercepted at the 45-yard line. Picked off by Dave Isaacson. He's down the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Dave Isaacson, his second touchdown. So the fourth turnover of the night for the Monarchs, and Dave Isaacson, his first interception of the ball game, comes with 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he runs it back for a touchdown. The second time tonight the Capital has run back a interception for a touchdown.
Things can't get any worse for the Monarchs.
No, they can't. Louis Boudreau will kick the extra point, but apparently Mark Morris doesn't have enough. You know something I don't know?
Okay. No, you're right.
Okay. Boudreau on to attempt the extra point with 53 seconds left in the ball game. Good snap. The soccer-style kicker puts it up. It is low, and it is no good. And the point after touchdown. Kentfield's got 2 touchdowns. Cody Lee has 2 touchdowns, and it's been all Capital in the second half of play. Got dueling bands right now, so it's hard to hear. Run forward by the place kicker, Christian Russell. End over end kick, fielded by Tamani at the 9. He'll take it to the 10, up the middle of the field to the 20, over the 25, up to the 29, and he's dropped at the 30. As Strange call. Goes option, right side, trying to get out. Tackle smart. The 25 turns upfield, still on his feet to the 30, spins, and then he's thrown down there. So down to 8 seconds in the ball game. Handoff to the running back. That is Clark. Clark over the 35-yard line.
See First Bank. Zero down offer subject to credit approval. See branch for details. Offer available in Idaho, Oregon, and Washington.
Dustin Smith. Up front, the center, Eric Larson. The guards, Lucas Halpin and Kyle Camus. Kyle Naismith and Eric Stoddard are the tackles. O'Day kicks it off. Jim Skursky's kick, fielded in the end zone. Back deep, number 26, Cody Lee, will have the ball waved dead by the official there, and that's where the Cougar, Carlos Pierre-Antoine, will get the defensive backfield for you as the Cougars break the huddle. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Tinnerstedt hands off to his fullback. That's number 41, Charles Kentfield. Moves forward for a couple of yards off the left side, and the second down, 7 yards to go after a pickup of 3 by Kentfield. The Cougars at the left hash. Tight end is to the right. Here's Tinnerstedt, the left-hander, throws complete to the wide receiver, number 9, Tim Isaacson. He's the leading receiver on the squad. Nick Gaska with tight some positive yards. Tinnerstedt with Kentfield and Griffin in the backfield. Here's Kentfield with the carry on the right side across the 25. Does not pick up the first down. In fact, he may have lost some yardage. Ryan White, Jesse McGraw there to make the stop. And it'll bring up 4th by Jesse McGraw, who, of course, last week was injured, came back from that injury to fight off a block and make a great tackle on 3rd down. Jim Skursky back to receive. The punt is away from Dave Isaacson. Skursky fields it at his own 40 and heads over to the near side, slips and falls as he retreats a bit to gain some space, and he falls down at his own 35. Eric Larson down on coverage, but no tackle on 3-1. That's 953-9331. Remember, if you want to sell a car, call J&R. 1st and 10 for the Fighting Irish, officially at their own 34-yard line. Scott Teferi hands off, first man through. That's Carlos Pierre-Antoine, who gets the start at fullback. Let's run down the starters now for the Fighting Irish. Scott Teferi, the quarterback. The tailback, Mario Ziesgaard, are the guards. And the tackles, Pat Lavin and Ryan White. Defensively for Capital, we'll get you that lineup here here momentarily. Second down and a short 7 yards to go. Tefera will throw on second down, looking for his wide receiver Mario Gandara, goes high for the ball, and it falls incomplete. Good defensive play by number 10, Ryan O'Connor. Dustin Smith, their best. Jeff Gregory and Eric Peterson. The safeties, Ryan Rydell and Anthony Griffin. And the corners, Ryan O'Connor and Cody Lee. I-backs behind Tefera. Sweep toss left side. This is Sweet. Cuts to his right upfield. Will not get the first down. He stays on his feet. Unbelievable. At the 50 to 40. Open field inside the 30. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Holy smokes. What a play by Mario Sweet. It looked like he was down at his own 4.
And was able to somehow, using the strength in his arms, support himself, keep himself up, and pick up just a phenomenal gain.
36 yards on that play. Running the option left side, Sweet with the carry. Wrapped up by number 65, Eric Peterson, the defensive tackle. Sweet picks up a couple.
Make people susceptible to either dropping passes or fumbles if you get hit in the hand while you're holding the ball.
Nathan Burleson split wide to the right side. Brendan Kelly in the slot to that same side. Give straight ahead to Gio Richardson, who's in at fullback. Off to the left. Picks up a couple of yards down to the 20-yard line, and that'll bring up third down, and about
themselves apart as a new breed of O'Day linemen.
Richardson and Sweet in the eye. Sweet dots the eye. Behind Tefera, the quarterback. Tight end Sontagrath to the right. Long count by Tefera. Draws Capital offside, and that's an easy first down. Good job by Scott Tefera.
Robinson thinking it's more important for him to stay on a defense than it is for him to play offense.
Burleson split to the right side. Brendan Kelly the left side in the I formation. Here's Tefera. Communication with the handoff in the backfield. Tefera went to hand it off to Sweet. He wasn't there. Tefera had to take the ball. And he ends up with a couple of yards, and that entirely because the offensive...
in the hands of Mario Sweet, who taken nothing away against Scott Tefera, but Mario Sweet's a much better runner.
Second down and 8 at the 13-yard line. Sweet left side looking for some room. Can't find any. Piled up at about the 10. A good defensive play by Capital. A host of Cougars in there.
Ryan picking up a long gain.
The Irish break the huddle. Nate Burleson wide to the right side with Brendan Kelly in the slot. Still the I formation. Here's Mario Sweet, dances around one tackler, swings to the outside, can't get away. A brilliant tackle by Ryan Rydell of Capital, who came up from his defensive position to throw Sweet for a loss of a couple of yards.
Come up, you got to get your head in front of the ball carrier, and you have got to get a good hold on him.
Jim Skursky on for the field goal attempt. They'll spot it at the 20 on the right hash. He'll have to swing it to the left, a 30-yard attempt. Snap is high, but covered now, blocked and picked up by Capital. Running the other way is number 10, Ryan O'Connor. He's in O'Day territory at the 50, the 40. He could go. He's at the 20. He'll win the race into the end zone. Ryan O'Connor picks up the blocked field goal and heads back 80 yards for the touchdown. What an unbelievable break for the Capital Cougars, but give them all the credit. They blocked the low kick and picked up by O'Connor. He returns it 80 yards for the touchdown. 6-0 Capital.
And just a great surge by the Capital defensive line. Came right up the middle where they needed to come and just got up in the air and was able to knock that down. And then I got to say that the guy that picked it up has got to be fast, because he outran both Skursky and Carlos Pierre-Antoine, two of the fastest guys on the O'Day team.
The Irish were stunned after the block. The team did not respond quickly, and many of them just stood there and watched in almost disbelief as O'Connor picked it up, and by the time they got started, there was no chance. O'Connor not stunned. He didn't waste any time. He took off and went 80 yards. 5:45 to play. First quarter. Capital leading O'Day 6-0.
If you're looking for a new
that's
vehicle.
one of the things. The first time all year that O'Day has been behind all season long, and it will be interesting to see how they respond. Capital lines up with a center, a kicker, and a holder, and the rest of the team off to the right, the swinging gate. Now they shuffle the line over for the extra point attempt. On for the kick is Brian Reed. His kick is up, and it's good. And Capital leads at 7-0, 6:01 to play here in the first quarter.
Now planning two wonderful trips to Hawaii this winter. One to the Big Island of Hawaii, and one...
O'Day fans, the O'Day team stunned as Capital has broken out to a 7-0 lead. Ryan O'Connor, with 6:01 to play here in the first quarter, has returned a blocked field goal attempt, 80 yards for a touchdown. Brian Reed's extra point attempt was good, and the Capital Cougars from Olympia have now claimed a 7-0 lead, and the Irish will have to fight from behind. The band you hear, that's the Capital Band, a nice throng of folks up from Olympia to watch this one here at Memorial. And they're excited, with good reason. Their team leads at 7-0. Capital ready to kick it off. The kick by the Cougars is a short one, lands on the ground, picked up by Isaac Manning, and he is collared at the 20-yard line. They'll spot him at the 19. What a tackle by number 8. The Irish in the eye will start at their own 20-yard line. Tight end to the right, that's Andy Hunter. Give to the tailback, Mario Sweet. Tripped up, falls forward to about the 23-yard line. Picks up 3 yards. Jeff Gregory making the tackle, the linebacker. Richardson, the fullback. Sweet, the tailback. Glenn Henderson to the left side. Nathan Burleson right. Here's Scott Tefera. Hands to the tailback, Sweet. Spins off of 1 tackle and then twists ahead. Gets maybe 2 across the 25. Eric Larson wrapping him up defensively for the Cougars.
And down the seam because Capital is leaving themselves very vulnerable in the center of the field.
Brendan Kelly in the slot to the right side, flanked by Nathan Burleson. Tefera rolls right. The left-hander will throw across the middle. Looking. Too deep for the intended receiver, Andy Hunter, and it falls incomplete, and O'Day will
hit each other on that particular play. Maybe the wind having a factor.
Cody Lee, Anthony Griffin back deep to receive the Jim Skursky punt. He gets the kick back. It's a low driving spiral, bounces at the 45 of Capital, takes a couple of hops. Lee will take it, splits the defense, picks up yardage across the 40 to the 44-yard line on the return of about 8 yards by Cody Lee. Joe Hoffman down on coverage to make the stop. Local gas station, garage, or independent dealer, Performance Radiator. Capital man in motion, that's Lee, the wingback. Hand to the fullback, straight through, that's Kentfield. Picks up about 3 yards, maybe 4, across the 45. They'll spot him at the 49, give him forward progress to there. So 4 yards on the play
after a couple yards.
Second down at the 49. Capital's own 49. Wing T, sweep toss left side. Breaking tackles, running forward is Jesse Oust. Has the first down into O'Day territory inside the 45 to the 43. Nick Gaska.
Needed to win. They're going to need a big play to shut those fans down and to shut the emotions of the Capital players down.
First and 10. Back to throw. Tinnerstedt, the left-hander. Got a man open. Catch by Lee on his feet. The 10-5. Touchdown Capital. What a play. A beautiful toss by Tinnerstedt. Jim Skursky with the coverage. He got turned around. It was thrown on the outside shoulder of Lee, and he made the catch. He nearly lost his footing. Spinning at the 10, kept his feet into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown Capital. They lead it 13-0.
And that was a fantastic play by Tinnerstedt. He went back to pass, and when he set up in the pocket, his back foot slipped out from under him. He put his hand down and was able to regain his balance, stand up, and then just throw a strike downfield. Probably threw it about 40 yards right on the money.
On for the extra point attempt is Brian Reed. The kick is up. It splits the uprights, and the Cougars from Olympia Capital High School have quickly taken a 14.
Hi, I'm Sean Fitzpatrick. If you subscribe to the Catholic Northwest Progress, as a community newspaper, it's your best source for information on the Catholic Church in Western Washington. As a subscriber, you'll get local, national, and world news, stimulating columnists, inspiring stories of faith, and more on a weekly basis. The Progress is an award-winning newspaper that has served the community for nearly 100 years. To subscribe, call 382-4850. That's 382-4850.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium, where the Capital Cougars are set to kick it off. Number 33, Louis Bedrolt. Gets his foot to it at the 17. It's picked up by Isaac Manning across the 25, and he's downed immediately by Dave Isaacson down on coverage. Good play by the Cougars, who in for the Fighting Irish of O'Day, who need to do something right now just to change the momentum. Kyle Sonograth, the tight end, is to the left, I formation. Give first man through. That's Gio Richardson. Picks up a couple across the 25, up to about the 28-yard line. Joe Frady, Dustin.
The first quarter, there's a long way to go.
Second down, 8 yards to go for the Fighting Irish. I-backs again behind Tefera. Give to the tailback, Sweet, and he's wrapped up in the backfield, met initially by Joe Frady, and a host of Capital Cougars there as well. And Capital is dominating play up front.
Or if it was a stunt or what, but if you expect to get some yardage, you need to block people and create some holes.
Third down, 8 yards to go. A passing situation for the Fighting Irish. Scott DeFera, the left-hander, rolls right, throws up to the near far sideline, intended but overthrown for Brendan Kelly, who was running a wheel route.
He could have tucked that thing up and ran it and got the first down and kept the drive going, but chose to throw the ball, overthrew it, and now O'Day's going to have to play some defense.
Here's the snap to Jim Skursky, way over his head. He'll have to run for room. He gets the punt away, but this is going to cost the Irish severely. It's out of bounds, and oh my, it's spotted at the 25, and Capital will have fabulous field position in this 1-5. So Capital, with momentum and great field position, will try to add to a 14-0 lead. They give to the fullback, Kentfield, off the left side. He's stacked up after a couple of yard gain. Down to the 23, Ryan Robinson, the free safety.
Down.
Second down and 8, ball at the left hash for the Cougars. Cody Lee, the wingback, is to the right. Here's a give to the tailback. This is Kentfield. Ball on the ground, fumble picked up by Kentfield. The hop went his way, landed in his chest. He corralled it safely. And the no gift, if your memory serves, from Jason Thomas to Jerry Morales that got things going. The Irish need to respond with a big play quickly here. Here's the option, run to the left side. Tinnerstadt runs to the left. He's wrapped up by Carlos Pierre-Antoine out at the 25. Lots of 2 on the play. That's good pursuit by Carlos.
They have the field goal is eliminated. The option for the field goal is out of the question.
Wide to the left side, Tim Isaacson. Cody Lee, the wingback, rolling to throw is Tinnerstadt. The left-hander rolls right, throws back to the left, has a man open. Catch is made by Joe Frady. He's got good yardage, but shy of the first down, all the way to the O'Day 18-yard line. Charles Kraft has the coverage.
Backfield.
Let's see how the Irish respond. Double tight formation, toe-to-toe up front for Capital. Tinnerstedt gives fullback Kentfield first down yardage. Maybe very close depending on the spot. He's right down near the 16 where they need to go, and I think he got a first down. Regale Drake making the tackle. Kevin McKay, Matt Smaby, our spotters. Jim Michael, our statistician. First and 10 for the Capital Cougars. Man in motion, Cody Lee. We're looking to pass Tinnerstedt. Throws short, incomplete, intended for Jesse Oust out in the flare.
And pick their secondary apart, because if they do, it's going to be a long night for O'Day.
For Tinnerstedt, that was his first incompleted pass. Sweep toss left side. This is Anthony Griffin. Tries to cut between tacklers, can, but is wrapped up quickly by Carlos Pierre-Antoine, the inside linebacker. That's a good play by Antoine.
Enforcing that play inside.
So third down, 7 yards to go for Capital at the 13-yard line of O'Day. Ball in the left hash, wide side right. Tinnerstedt gives the ball in the break to Griffin up the middle. Has first down yardage inside the 5, down to the 2. Griffin on a crossbuck play, coming back to the right as motion went left. Big hole.
Score a touchdown.
Whistles blow before the next play can commence. And the officials have stopped.
Spiritual, academic, and athletic life of O'Day High School. The Fathers Club is composed of fathers of O'Day students and any man supportive of the goals of the club. Ongoing activities that the Fathers Club sponsors are the annual Father-Son Dinner, the annual Italian Dinner, O'Day logo clothing sales, concession stand-at-home basketball games, and chaperoning O'Day sponsored dances. The Fathers Club is a proud sponsor of O'Day football.
Charles Kentfield on the first play from scrimmage after the timeout into the end zone, 2 yards for the touchdown. And the Capital Cougars have extended their lead to 20-0 over the O'Day Fighting Irish. 10:55 to play here in the first quarter. On for the extra point attempt, Brian Reed. It's up, it's good, and it's 21-0 Capital. We'll return again right after this timeout.
If you want to sell a car, call J&R. Hey, selling a car is simple when O'Day prides itself on developing academic, spiritual, and physical excellence. Located on Seattle's First Hill, O'Day is centrally located and easily accessible from all areas of the region. If you'd like to find out about admissions requirements or open house events, just give a call to 622-6596. O'Day High School, this spot generously donated by the O'Day class of 1984.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium, and if you just tuned in, oh my, a stunner. The Capital Cougars have opened up a 21-0 lead over O'Day. Here's the kickoff. It takes a friendly Capital bounce, touched by Mario Sweet, picks it up at his own 9, cuts to his right, and he's just buried back at the 6-yard line. Everything going Capital's way. Ryan Reidel down on coverage to make the stop. Blair, but one thing is for sure, momentum a huge factor here. Ibachs in the backfield for the Irish. Fumbled snap. What we got in Capital says they have it. And do they? Yes, they do. The Cougars have recovered inside the O'Dea 10 at the 7-yard line. Holy smokes, James Scoville with the recovery. Simply a center quarterback exchange problem. The ball on the ground. Scoville recovered in the body language of these two teams. Capital anxious for the play. O'Dea with their heads down. Here's a give. Straight up the middle. Not much there. Jesse Oust with the tackle. Now O'Dea says they have a fumble. What's the word? The Irish are pointing in the other direction. Anything from the officials? Yes, indeed. A fumble and recovered by O'Dea. And Drake was the defender who knocked the ball loose from Jesse Oust. Nels Eastgard with the fumble recovery. Long count by Tefera. Hole for Sweet. Swings to the outside. Keeps his balance. Cuts back inside. Stays on his feet. Breaking tackles. Flag thrown on the play. Up near the 20-yard line. That's the first down. Cody Lee with the tackle. So the Irish break the huddle. Ball at their own 9, first down and 8 yards to go. Deep in their own end. Give to the fullback. This is Gio Richardson. He's stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. A host of Capital Cougars led by Kyle Naismith and Dustin Smith. And up that and go a lot of wide runs and sweeps. Second down, 7 yards to go. Split backs behind Tefera. Short drop to throw. Fires and up in the air, intercepted by Capital. Going to be a return inside the 10 by number 28, Ryan Reidel. And they'll have it first and goal at the 9. Good play by Reidel. It was intended for their offense and to get the confidence back into their team. Out of the wing tee come the Cougars to pass. Tinnerstedt looking into the end zone in the flat, intended for Anthony Griffin. He had a step on the defenders out there, but it was overthrown a little bit. Second down and goal at the 9, ball at the right hash. Man in motion, that's Lee. They'll run the same play they scored on, this time to Griffin. He's thrown for a loss. This time it's Ryan White with a nice defensive right here. 8:40 to play in the first half. 21-0 Capital. The Cougars have the ball first and goal at the 11-yard line. Third and goal, I should say, from the 11. Sweep toss. Griffin looking for room. Gets around the corner at the 5-yard line. He's hit hard by Pierre-Antoine. Out of bounds at the 5. And it'll be goal here, but let's just wait and see. They break into a spread formation, single back in the backfield. That's Kentfield. They'll run the draw to him, straight up the middle, picks up some yardage, but not much, down to the 25, and it'll be fourth and goal from there. Carlos Pierre-Antoine makes the tackle. Ryan Robinson there, and Paul Arnold will actually be used. He was supposed to be ready tonight if needed, and it would sure seem that he's needed. Tinnerstedt to throw. Fades to his left, fires, has a man, that's caught, and out of bounds, far shy of the first down, number 9, Tim Isaacson there with the Hawaii this winter. Just call National Golf Tours about their 19th annual excursion to Kona and Kauai. For a free, no-obligation brochure on fabulous travel rates, call 634-3251. That's 634-3251, and get ready for a fun trip this winter to beautiful Hawaii. Mario Sweet takes the first down carry.
Got to go into halftime 21-7. If they don't, Capital could very well run the clock out and then go in 21-zip at halftime.
Clock running at 6:40 to play in the half. Give straight up the middle. And not much there. Gio Richardson with the carry. A big bunch of white.
Game for Gio Richardson, giving you a bigger blocker in the backfield.
Antoine and Sweet split in the backfield. They'll give it to Antoine straight up the middle. On a third down and one play, and Capital with a tremendous defensive surge holds number 46, Dustin Smith. Particularly strong team. Jim Skursky in punt formation. O'Dea late getting a player on the field to get their entire 11. Now a whistle blows, and then we may have a flag and a whistle for too much time. I believe that's what it will be. Let's get the official indication. Fourth down and 7 now. Griffin back deep to receive the punt. And it takes a bounce, and O'Day will just stop it at the 47-yard line of Capital, down by number 54, Evan Langdon. And they can lay a stake in the heart of this Irish team if they can drive and score here. 47-yard line, their own 47, ball on the left hash. Give to Griffin, trying to find room on the outside. Tackles behind. Charles Kraft with a good defensive play, throwing Griffin for a loss of about 5. O'Day needs to do something positive here to change their mental approach in this ball game. They trail at 21-0. Play fake by Tinnerstad, a good one. Has time, fires, caught, and then dropped on a good defensive hit by number 25, Regale.
Beavers, that if you touch that ball, you're going to get hit, and that may make them a little self-conscious about reaching out that extra inch or two.
Tim Isaacson wide to the left side, single back in the backfield. That's Kentfield. Throwing up to the right side for Cody Lee. Overthrown from Tinnerstad.
Tight cover will try to run that time, and to give their offense the ball back, they'll get it back with over 4 minutes left.
The Capital punt away by Dave Isaacson. It's a short, wobbly punt. Takes a sideways bounce down at the 27-yard line and down by the Cougars. Jeff Gregory at that point. So the cheer you hear, I believe, is going to be for Paul Arnold, and we wondered if he would be seen. And he's in there now. 26 touchdowns on the year. He averages nearly 16 yards, if nothing else. Arnold lined up at fullback. 1st and 10 for the Fighting Irish. Here's a give to Paul Arnold around the left side. He's wrapped up and pushed out of bounds by number 32, Joe Frady. He didn't pick up anything that time. He looked a little tentative.
Ball inside too much.
Andy Hunter, the tight end, is to the right. I formation, Arnold, the tailback this time. Sweep toss to Arnold to the wide side now, looking for some room. Around the corner. Caught from behind at the 30-yard line by number 26, Cody Lee with the tackle. A pickup of about 2.5 yards on the play.
Arnold going one way, you turn around, go back the other way, and throw some sort of pass to the opposite side.
Arnold out of the ball game now. Skursky in for him, along with Sweet in the backfield. To throw is to Farah. Looking, fires a dart to Brendan Kelly, makes the catch, heads upfield, has the first down at the 40-yard line. Good throw by Tefera, who not only threw it hard, but with coverboard. They trail 21-0, 3:49 to play first half. They're at their own 40-yard line. Tefera, straight drop to throw, scans the field, fires long up the middle, intended for Paul Arnold, batted away at the last second. Defensively, Anthony Griffin, the free safety there, up and over.
I don't know necessarily from this vantage point if he got it or not, but he was just going for the ball.
2nd and 10 for the Irish. Here's a delay to Mario Sweet. Has some open field dances, but then closing quickly is number 40, Jeff Gregory for Capital, to wrap up Sweet and bring him down after only a yard gain. The play looked like it had down and 8 now for the Fighting Irish at their own 42-yard line. Glenn Henderson split wide right. Mario Gandara to the left side. No flag. It looked like an O'Day player, a defensive or in the backfield, may have jumped early. The pass to the left side and completed to Gandara. Ryan O'Connor with the coverage. Is the play, he says. Gets it from Nels Eastgard, and he'll split to the right side. 4th down, 4 yards to go. Look for a long count from Tefera. No, it's a quick count. Sweep left side. Skursky going to try to bust through. Did he make it? No, he'll be shy on the sweep left side. Good defensive play. Dustin Smith, the outside linebacker, coming up to lead the defensive charge. 3 yards.
Stop them and maybe get the ball back for us for one more shot before halftime.
1st and 10 for Capital. Give first man through Kentfield, the fullback. Gets away from Carlos Pierre-Anton. Stays on his feet inside the 45, down to the 41. Picks up 7 yards off the right side. Good run by Kentfield.
Another score, but right now I think they're going to be happy going in 21-zip at halftime.
4-man defensive front for the Irish. Here's a give to Kentfield. Up the middle, open field. Breaks tackles. Up the middle, inside the 30 to the 25, down to the 24-yard line. Ryan Robinson, the free.
Right frame of mind. This game is by far not out of their reach at all.
1st and 10. Here's a give to Kentfield. It breaks another tackle. 2, 3 tag. The third one he can't get away as he's wrapped up by Jeremy Hudson. Of this game will advance to the quarterfinals where the Linden Lions await. They were a winner last night over Mount Rainier. Here's a give up the middle. Kentfield, open field, breaks one tackle, carries Ryan Robinson more yards down to the 6-yard line. That's another first down for Capital. 10 yards on that carry.
See First Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome Welcome back. First and goal for Capital at the 7 of O'Dea. Here's Kentfield once again. 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Capital. Oh, it's been the Charles Kentfield show on this entire drive as the Cougars go 47 yards in 7 plays. Charles Kentfield with yeoman's duty on the drive, and he goes 7 yards on that play. Good for the touchdown. Oh, what a drive by this Capital offense. Complete domination here. They lead it 27-0.
And you know, Mark, this is going to be an interesting halftime. I would not want to be in that O'Dea locker room. I wouldn't even want to be a fly on the wall in that place. That thing is going to be just very heated. Monty Kohler and the other coaches from O'Dea, I'm sure, are going to have a few things to tell their players, and they're going to have to try to create some sort of emotion or momentum so that when O'Dea comes out of the locker room at halftime, that they just don't even look at the scoreboard and they just go out and play their game and score some points.
Capital set for the extra point attempt. They'll run the option now with the man. They've got him. Oh, my goodness. They run the option with the single center and kicker. They don't run the swinging gate over. It's a failed attempt.
Hey, golfers, don't let the winter weather keep you away from the golf course. National Golf Tours invites you to golf in sunny
9331. And J&R Motors reminds you, friends don't let friends drive junk.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. I'm Mark Zender along with Bob Blair. 27-0. That's the count. The Capital Cougars from Olympia stunning the Fighting Irish of O'Dea. The kickoff is a wobbly, low driving kick. Whistles blow. It's dead before the play can commence. We have a flag down. It will go against Capital, and they'll have to re-kick it here. That last drive by Axiom. If you can't stop this thing, we're just going to keep running it until you can stop it, and then we'll try something else. And Capital clearly dominating play here. And it was critical for O'Dea to get off to a good start in this game, because keep in mind that Capital played on Tuesday night, and when come late in the game, they're going to be tired. But if you got a big lead, what's the deal? Who cares? Isaac Manning with the carry on the kickoff, heads up the middle, has some open field, sprints through across the 40, spins his way across to the 43, and that's maybe a little life that O'Dea's looking for. But they're going 43-10. Evan Langdon, the junior, leads them up to center. Scott Tefera behind Langdon, awaiting the snap. Tight into the right, that's Sonnegrath. Tefera to throw. Looking for Nathan Burleson, long up the left side. It's caught by Capital, intercepted. Down at the 35-yard line, Ryan O'Connor with the interception. And that just does nothing more than solidify the emotional feeling. And for 3 years of watching O'Dea football. First and 10 for Capital. Wide to the left is Tim Isaacson. They'll keep it on the ground to Kentfield. Why not? He picks up a couple across the 25 to the 28. Clock is winding, and I can't imagine anybody stopping it. Kyle Ben makes the tackle. Capital does Memorial Stadium, and at halftime, a stunner. The Capital Cougars, up from Olympia on only 3 days rest, have a 27-0 halftime lead over the #1 ranked O'Dea Fighting Irish, a team that has won 35 consecutive games. The Irish leave the field. Let's go to the back of the playbook and let things happen. Ball picked up on a couple of hops by Isaac Manning. Heads up the field, has some open room, breaks it out beyond the 40 to the 43, and that's where O'Dea will start. First and 10 to start the second half. Ryan Reidel makes the tackle for the O'Dea offense. O'Dea hitting hard on that return, and they might have gotten a little bit of a pep talk at halftime, as you might expect. Here we go, running the option. Arnold gets the pitch, tries to get around the left side, cuts between two tacklers, has to kind of scoot his way, trying not to lose his balance. He gets across the 45. Glenn Henderson to the left, ball at the left hash, wide side is to the right. I-backs dotted by Mario Sweet. Give fullback. Arnold breaks one tackle, open field, bears to speed, 40 at the 30, out of bounds at the 25. That's Carl Arnold. He's fired up, and so are the Fighting Irish. That's what we've seen all year. And now they've got Nathan Burleson wide to the right side with Brendan Kelly in the slot. Split backs behind Tefera. Swell of momentum from the faithful of O'Dea below us. Tefera, the quarterback. Long count, give on the delay to Mario Sweet, loses his footing, gets up, picks inside the 20-15, down to the 12-yard line, first down, Fighting Irish, they're on fire.
And a nice job by Mario Sweet. Stopped initially at the line of scrimmage, but
and we're taken by surprise. Boy, do they have an uphill battle. A comeback not outside of reason. Double tight end formation, split backs, lone wide receivers, Mario Gandara. Long count by Tefera. Give up the middle to Paul Arnold. Hit at the line of scrimmage. And a good forward thrust by the front line of the Irish as they pick up through
the first half mark. They have come out and they are on fire. They are intense and ready to go.
Now the Irish have to waste a timeout. Oh, what a mistake that was. Scott Tefera,
keep it going right here. They have to, and I really think that they will be able to.
From the O'Day perspective, you just hope that the timeout that's lost doesn't come back to haunt you later. Double tight end, split backs behind Tefera. Four-man defensive front for the Capital Cougars. The option in Tefera is buried, though he gains a couple of yards as he backs forwards. James Scoville makes the tackle. Tefera hit as he runs down the line. Third down. They'll go for it on fourth down, no doubt. Crowd behind them. Double tight end set once again. Five-man defensive front this time as they pinch at the nose. Tefera, play fake, fires, end zone, touchdown. Tight end Kyle Sondergraf between two defenders, and the Irish get on the board.
The ball was thrown behind him. He reached back and corralled that thing with one arm. Just a fantastic job.
Extra point attempt by Jim Skursky. The snap, the spot, the kick. It's up, and it's no good. Yes, it's good. Inside play here in the third quarter. We'll return after this.
It's our way of giving new meaning to the term roadside assistance. See First Bank. Zero down offer subject to credit approval. See branch for details. Offer available in Idaho, Oregon, and Washington.
Jim Skursky's kickoff taken at the 1 yard. Falling down is number 31. That's Jesse House inside his own 5 at his own 3 yard line.
Jesse, to what their offense did, and they got to step up and play tough right here.
Capital with the ball at their own 2. The give is to Kentfield. He picks up a yard or so, and he won't have much more. Kyle Benn, the tackle, with an inspired play. They can stop Capital here. They can place doubt in their mind about the outcome in this ball game. Cody Lee in motion. Give to Kentfield up the middle, across the 5 to about the 7. Kyle Benn once again with the stop. And you mentioned this, Bob, moments ago.
Scoring 20, 30 points and a half easy.
Third down and 6 to go for Capital. Sweep to the right side. Cody Lee avoids the tackler at his own end zone. Out beyond the 10. He'll be shy of the first down as he stopped at the 12-yard line by Carlos Pierre-Antoine, along with Nick Gaska, the corner. And now Capital, as far as the Fighting Irish are concerned, that they kept Kentfield from picking up that first.
Absolutely. Great job by the O'Day defense to step up on that first series and just shut Capital down.
Dave Isaacson in punt formation. A shanked punt off the right side. Bounces at the 36. Jim Skursky watches it go out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Took a precarious but friendly bounce for Capital, but for the Fighting Irish. Mike Moore, the senior, now in at center. Brendan Kelly split wide to the right side. Double tight end set that worked so effectively on the last drive. Arnold and Sweet in the backfield. Tefera with a long count. Gives to Arnold, right side, breaks one tackle across the 45 to about the 43. He'll pick up about 3 yards. James Scoville, Kyle Naismith there to make the stop.
Bring another blocker in, and they are just going to go power football.
Again, double tight end set, split backs. Tefera fakes to Arnold, runs the option, has some room, pitch to Sweet, by one tackler, 2, spins off another, can't get away around the corner. Anthony Griffin wraps him up, but not before Sweet can pick up the first down at the 36-yard line.
To the outside and able to utilize the speed that they have.
Double tight ends, Hunter to the right, Sondergraf to the left, eye backs, Sweet dots the eye. Arnold the fullback, ball at the right hash, 35-yard line. Reverse turn, give to Paul Arnold, sweeps to the outside, looking for room, tries to break the one tackle, does. Flag is down on the play as Arnold progresses to the 31-yard line. Anthony Griffin makes the tackle, but it would look to be an illegal block or a holding penalty again. Pierre-Antoine comes in at the last second for Paul Arnold. and lines up at the fullback position. Single tight end set now. Give to Sweet on a delay. Open field. Slides and slips at the 45. Cuts back to his left and pounded down hard by Eric Peterson defensively for Capital. Good play by Peterson. Sweet wanting to cut. 5:05 to play third quarter. The Irish trail the Cougars by 20 points, 27-7. Second down, 18 yards to go to Farah. Delay, same play, other side to Sweet. Wrapped up right away and brought down by Dustin Smith. A bunch of Cougars in there helping him out. James Scoville there to finish him off. And no gain on the play. And I don't know, I kind of question that call. They ran the same play just moments ago.
Allowing Capital to do is to make up for their lack of speed.
High backs for Tefera. Third down, 17. Rolls right, looking to throw. The left-hander fires, throws into coverage, and incomplete. Double coverage back there. The pass intended for Mario Gandara. Cody Lee, Anthony Griffin there defends the bunch. They're going to have to come up with a big play and maybe go deeper into the playbook than we've seen them go tonight. Wide to the right side, Brendan Kelly. In the slot, Glenn Henderson. Tefera rolls to throw, has time. Scans the field. They're setting up the screen. It's Kyle Sonnegrath, the tight end. The play never developed. It was smelled out beautifully by Capital. Let's see, number 32 for the Cougars. Joe Fell and O'Day will have to
play a full game so far this year. This is the first chance that they've had.
So Capital takes over on down, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Give to Kent Field, the fullback, and he has absolutely nowhere to go. And I think what happened at halftime is the O'Day coaching staff made an adjustment to the clock moving, because the clock certainly the 12th man for the Cougars at this point. It's counting down at 3:32 to play third quarter. Tinnerstadt to fire, throws, caught, far sideline. Isaacson with the catch, Nick Gaska with the coverage. Regale Drake mark. Capital's own 47-yard line. Tight end is to the right. Tinnerstadt to throw over the middle, intended for the tight end, Frady, but batted away by Jesse McGraw. On a good defensive play, the pass falls incomplete.
Ball away, just a fantastic defensive play.
So Dave Isaacson in punt formation at his own 35. Jim Skirsky back deep to receive for O'Day at his own 20. Isaacson's punt, a wobbly spiral that bounces at the 29 of O'Day, takes a friendly Capital bounce to the 24 and down there by Jesse Oust. And that's where O'Day will take over, 1st down and 10. Fans, if you want themselves back into this one, they trail it 27-7 to the Capital Cougars from Olympia High School. Scott Tefera with double tight formation, split backs behind him, Arnold and Sweet. Give is to Arnold. No, they run the option to Sweet. Has some open field, cuts back, and runs into the Capital defense at the 30. Hit hard by Anthony Griffin coming up from his free safety spot. Ryan Rydell there to make the stop as well.
Seen that before this year, where they've had one play 10 seconds on a drive.
2nd down, 4 yards to go, we'll call it, a long 4 at the 31. Tefera runs the delay right side to Sweet. Outside, has 1st down yardage across the 35. Big hit on the play at the 37 by Anthony Griffin, taking down Sweet hard. Gets a good cheer from the Capital faithful, but good news for the Irish in 10 at their own 37-yard line. Ball right hash, wide side left. Brendan Kelly split into the slot to that side. Quick hitter up the middle to Sweet, across the 40, out to the 42-yard line. Dustin Smith, the outside linebacker, and a good one at that, makes the next minute or so. 2nd down, 5 yards to go officially at the 42. Tefera, play fake, throwing, looking for Henderson, and intercepted. No, incomplete. A diving attempt by Anthony Griffin on the pass intended for Glenn Henderson, and it looked as though 3rd down and 5. Critical play for the Fighting Irish. 4-man defensive front employed by Capital, 8 men in the box. They drop out of that. Tefera to throw. Catch is made by Sonnegrath. 1st down, heads upfield, tucks it away. End over end tackle inside Capital territory at the 47. Ryan Rydell, the strong safety, making the tackle.
Capital defense thinking they need to do a little bit more pass coverage.
1st down and 10. Balance always a key offensively in football. Split backs behind Tefera. Runs the option. He'll just keep it and head upfield to his right. Picks up a couple of yards down to the 45. They'll give him forward progress to there. And our third quarter has come to an end. Our score...
Shifty's customer
is in big trouble.
No, he's a repeat customer.
Yeah, I know. See ya.
Next time you need a radiator, ask for a performance radiator.
KRPM AM Seattle.
First play of the 4th quarter. quarter is a pass to execution on the play fake and pass to the tight end Sontigraph. 1st and 10 for the Irish at the left hash mark. Tefera gives tailback sweep, wrapped up right away and tackled. It'll be a loss on the play of half a yard. Kyle Camus there right away to make the stop, and it'll
get the ball back with points on the board.
2nd down and 11. Ball at the 34 of Capital. Sweep toss right side. This is Paul Arnold. Looking for running room, and he finds absolutely nothing as Dustin Smith and Jeff Gregory wrap him up. Arnold is down quickly on the play, and he picks up maybe a yard. In this game, certainly limited by that shoulder injury. He did not play the entire first quarter. Scott Tefera to throw. Quick hitter looking for Sontigraph, the tight end. He has the catch. It's down to the 26-yard line of Capital. They'll spot him at the 25. He'll be shy of the first down by about... No, they're going to go for it. That's what they're doing. They've got full house, double tight. Tefera with blockers. Gives it to Skursky, and he, I think, will have the first down. I do not know. That is very close. They just went...
Make some score a defensive touchdown here or something. They need to do something to put the momentum back on their side.
1st and 10 for Capital at their own 24-yard line. Man in motion, that's the wingback Lee. Kentfield with the carry across the 25 to the 20 to run the ball and keep that clock ticking. They break the tee with a single back, give to the wingback Cody Lee, who starts out in motion around the right side, spins and twists his way across the 30 out towards the first down. He'll be shy. Carlos Pierre-Antoine and Nels East stunted. They sat back and read and just flowed to the ball with miraculous precision. They're going to have to stunt here. That's exactly what they do. They give us to Kentfield. He pulls his way forward, and I think he has the first down. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage or at the line of scrimmage, but he twisted around to his left, counterclockwise in traffic. O'Day sent all 3 linebackers in on that last play defensively. Here's a give to Anthony Griffin. He'll be thrown for a loss back at the 31 by Charles Kraft, the free safety. Nick Gaska in there as well. 2nd down, 13 to go for Capital at their own 31-yard line. Tinnerstadt play fake, runs the option left side. He'll keep it, tucks inside one defender, out of bounds at the 41-yard line. They'll spot it. Now they'll say the 42. I think he got a very favorable spot there. Ryan Robinson, the free safety. Capital with a full house backfield, double tight. They're lined toe-to-toe. Here's a give to Kentfield, the fullback, and he's hit hard. He'll be shy of the first down, and they're denied their first down on this one, and it'll be 4th down, and you can bet that Capital will punt. Charles Kentfield, 20 carries, yeoman's duties, the workhorse, 68 yards in this game, 2 touchdowns for Capital. Snap back on the punt is a good one. High spiraling punt fielded by Jim Skursky at his own 23-yard line, heads to the right looking for a wall. Well defended by Capital. Skursky looking to get outside, but wrapped up from behind by Cody Lee at the 32-yard line. There was a seam there, but Skursky just not enough speed to get. But barring a miracle, which is possible, it may be too little too late. 27-7 Capital. 1st and 10 for the Fighting Irish at their own 21. Scott Tefera, the left-hander to throw. Heading for Ryan Robinson out on the right side. Batted away. He lost his footing. Ryan O'Connor there defensively. Robinson, the pass a little bit up and over his head to the outside. As he reached back, he lost his footing, but O'Connor had him covered very well. Good defensive play, but
just one of those things that happens in the game.
2nd and 10 for the Fighting Irish. They need a big play here. They cannot afford to go 3 and out. They need to score. Tefera runs the option right side, ball on the ground by Sweep, picks it up, heads back the other way, and wrapped up back at the 10-yard line. Oh, that's a big mistake for the Fighting Irish as they fail to execute the option around the right side. A loss on the play of 11 yards for Mario Sport.
So this is a 2-play situation.
Here's Tefera rolling left, looking to throw. Pass overthrown, intended for Ryan Robinson out at the 26-yard line. Tefera now. And it'll bring up 4th down, and as you mentioned, Bob, a situation where O'Day just plain has to go for it here. Desperation for the Fighting Irish.
And they have never been in this situation in the 3 years that I have been watching O'Day football. I've never seen them in a situation.
On the blitz, wrapped up Scott DeFera. Back at his
interception or something. They need some miracle.
And that would be an understatement. Kent Field, the fullback, over the middle, doesn't gain anything, it would appear. Stop. Quarterback Tennerstedt with a full house backfield double tight end set. Give Kent Field, no, they'll run the option. They've got it if they want it. Here's Griffin, end zone touchdown. Perfect execution on the option as they pulled it in tight, double tight, toe-to-toe up front. They put the full house T backfield behind the quarterback Tennerstedt. They run the play fake. The O'Day defense has to be gambling. They go for it, and then it was a 2-on-1 out on the corner with Tennerstedt and Griffin. Kirshner there defensively, all but hopeless, had to go for Tennerstedt. The pitch to Griffin, he waltzes into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's 33-7 Capital. On for the extra point attempt, Brian Reed. The spot and the kick, it's up and it's good, and it's 34-7. Capital will return to Memorial Stadium right after this timeout.
The Fathers 953-9331. That's 953-9331. And J&R Motors reminds you, friends don't let friends drive junk.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium where the O'Day Fighting Irish trail. That's Abbott. The Capital Cougars 34-7. Capital able to capitalize on their defensive stand, if you will, and take it in from 5 yards out. Here's Isaac Manning on the carry. Slips and falls across the 30 at the 32, and O'Day will start 1st and 10 from there. Jesse Oust down on coverage to make the tackle. Playoff game. But they would be very relaxed coming in here and very, very confident. Here's DeFera looking to throw. Fires in and out of the hands of Ryan Robinson at the 38-yard line, right in front of Ryan O'Connor. It falls incomplete. It'll bring up the off game. 2nd down and 10. DeFera runs the option. This is Paul Arnold around the right side. Good defense. Cody Lee with a brilliant defensive play at the 31, bringing down Arnold hard. Perfect defensive angle by Lee to bring down Arnold. He didn't have a chance. Maybe that phrase wasn't applied in full force this year in this game. I don't know that they fully respected this Capital Cougar team, and they learned the hard way. Here's Scott DeFera. He's roped and pulled down hard quickly by Kyle Camus for a loss. Back inside the 30 at the 26-yard line. And that'll bring up a 4th down punting situation for O'Day. They trail at 34-7, clock winding at 4:15 to play in this ball game. Back deep to receive for Capital, number 36, David Isaacson, and number 10, Ryan O'Connor. Skursky gets the snap. The kick is away. It's low. He had to avoid the rush. It's a low shanked punt off the right side, spotted.
I think they just come out and play your game and win it that way.
1st and 10, handoff to Kentfield, breaking tackles, open field, 30, 25, down to the 22-yard line. Charles Kentfield finally roped down by Charles. Good block, you folks. You still have to do it. You got to finish strong regardless of the situation, and you've got to play with pride now and find out deep inside yourself what you're truly made of in the face of true adversity. 1st and 10 for Capital. Their fans across the way on their feet, excited and legitimately so. The handoff to number 22, Pat Kirshner with the tackle. Final stats on Kentfield: 92 yards on 22 carries, 2 touchdowns, and a wonderful job by Charles Kentfield in this ball game. And subside down to the 15-yard line, picks up 5 yards. Jesse McGraw making the tackle, and the clock continues to run at 2:39. Football somewhere in the future, at least that's the speculation. 3rd down and about 3 yards to go for Capital. Give straight up the middle to Matt Tag.
And you know, Mark, I'm thinking that I've been doing games with you for quite a while. I think this is the first O'Day loss we've ever done. Is that right?
With you and I together, the Irish have not lost since 1993 against Rainier Beach. Here's the kick by the backup kicker, and it is up, and it is good. And that was Christian Russell, who's the backup kicker, and he...
If you want yellow teeth and bad breath, smoke a cigarette. If you want
spiritual and physical excellence. Located on Seattle's First Hill, O'Day is centrally located and easily accessible from all areas of the region. If you'd like to find out about admissions requirements or open house events, just give a call to 622-6596. O'Day High School. This spot generously donated by the O'Day class of 1984.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Mark Zender along with Bob Blair, Matt Smaby, and Kevin McKay helping us out up here along with Jim Michael. Our executive producer is Mike Braun. He's in the next room helping us out. Here's the kickoff by Capital. It's a little pooch kick that bounces at the 29, and buried down there is Isaac Manning as he tried to pick it up. And Capital, boy, I tell you, they're just running on emotion right now, and they're just having a great time out there as the Cougars are fired up, and, well, they should be, as they are winning.
Everybody who's listening to
First and 10 for the Fighting Irish. Scott DeFera still in at quarterback. Hands off to the sophomore, Tim Reese, who is in at fullback. Picks up good yardage out near the 30 in the future. Scott DeFera is out of the ball game now. Joe Brazier in at quarterback, and you'll see a lot of Joe Brazier over the next 2 years. Just a sophomore, highly talented. They're very, very high on him. Runs the option to the right side. Pitch this time to Robert Hunter out to the 30-yard line as he gets himself into a state playoff game.
What they have done this year, which is a great year.
Absolutely true, no doubt about that. Third down, 4 yards to go. Run the option, give it to Isaac Manning. Open field, breaks across midfield into Capital territory to the 45-yard line. There's a glimpse of the future Isaac Manning running for big yards. Ryan Casey O'Connor making the stop. Capital will win this one. And Joe Brazier under center with I-backs behind him. Here's the snap of the football. Give to Robert Hunter, right side. Smothered down at the 47. The clock is wound down to triple zeros, and the Capital Cougars have won this AA state football playoff game. The final score, the Capital Cougars 37, the O'Day Fighting Irish 7. We'll return with final comments and a recap right after this timeout.
What kind of bank do you want?
If I had my choice, I'd go with a bank that knows it's my money.
I want my bank to be easy, accessible, quick.
The ideal bank is one that treats me fairly and has my best interests in mind.
Whatever you want from a bank, you'll find it at Seafirst. Choose convenience and tap into the largest network of bank branches and cash machines in the state. Seafirst also has bankers on call 24 hours to help you over the phone. You can even bank with your home computer. Choose value and get more bank for your money with customer discounts on loans and credit cards and checking free of monthly service charges. Choose service and be a part of a bank that served Washington for over 125 years. So instead of getting merged into a bank you don't really want, switch your checking account to Seafirst. Just stop by any branch or call 1-800-24-FIRST. Choices for the way you want to bank. Seafirst Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium, where the Capital Cougars have defeated the O'Day Fighting Irish 37-7, and from the get-go, this was a game of emotion. Capital riding high after their 50-10 win over Mark Morris on Tuesday came in and they were on fire. O'Day